Hi everyone, welcome in. I want to just take a moment to breathe with you. A lot of changes. There's a lot of changes coming through. In our lives at the moment as we complete 2025, but of course this message is timeless. I think the collective at the moment is really trying to take some time right now to really get to the root of what they want, what you want for your life. But, as a whole, we're really doing that right now. And I think that, a lot of the time, spiritual people are looked at like, we avoid those darker, harsher feelings, and we're just very like, love and light, like everything's chill, like, but really we are the people who are really delving into our shadows, because we know that that is where we're going to find resistance. It's where we're going to find purpose. I feel like a lot of the time I'm really like wanting to reach for my rose quartz, so potentially you could work with that at the moment. But yeah, I'm just feeling like we're all finding these deep, deep wounds that I'm getting childhood wounds that have kind of resurfaced over the past year. I'm seeing a dragonfly out the window. And we're really being told to come inward, to allow the ick to just exist. If you're feeling lethargic, if you're feeling bored, if you're feeling exhausted or just like a little bit depressed, allow that feeling to just come through, because that is where a lot of our best creative ideas are actually gonna manifest, is in that shadow space. Wow, I had two flip in alternate directions. I think this year has been a lot of like noticing what isn't for us, like, maybe it's been a lot of like, okay, so that's not for me, okay, so that's not for me, okay, so I learnt my lesson, that's not for me. And any progress is good progress. Like, it's better to feel, it's better to know than to not know. And if we can just surrender, if we can just come back and surrender again and surrender again, and understand that life isn't supposed to be perfect. It's not supposed to, we're not always supposed to be in a winning season. Things aren't always supposed to be being better than before. We have to understand that like we are living in this framework where we're told that that is what it takes to be happy, that is what it takes to be successful, but like this is all man-made. And if we can surrender to this ebb and flow of life and not put so much worth and presence and like just focus on what we're actually doing as like consumers and workers in like a capitalist, late stage capitalist framework. Like, you know, I think we'll find that like things are actually going to be okay. But it's about practicing being able to get back to the basics. When we were kids, we didn't have to worry about a lot of the things that we have to worry about now. I'm sensing this real, I think that we find our divinity when we remove our illusions. When illusions start to dissipate, we start tapping into this like fresh space where we can create, we can birth new things into our realities. There's also a baby crying outside, so there could be like a project, or there could be like a child like on the way or coming into the earth. That's so weird. Whoa, I just like did this without even thinking. The past and future are illusions. Whenever you leave the present moment, you're disconnecting from your inherent power to manifest your reality with true substance. Neither past nor future can give you what you need. Now is all that counts. Come back from those eternities and be here now. All will be well and miracles will appear as if by magic in the perfect timing of spirit. I also just want to pull from my own oracle deck, the My World Oracle. It should be out soon. I'll put it in the description when it is, but I made this deck over the past year of my life, which has just been going through my Saturn return and basically shedding everything I thought was real and going through a lot of lessons. Wow, that one flew the fuck out. Okay, I think this is awesome. This is a great card. It's I should just read it. That's probably the best. It's weird how I can't find it now. Oh, I found it. Okay. There comes a stage in growth where you stop searching for the door because you realize you are the door. This card marks that recognition, the point where things that once felt disconnected start making sense. What once felt fragmented now reveals its pattern. You've moved through major identity shifts and now exist in the truest space of rebirth earned through unwavering dedication. Life bends to meet your awareness, creating in partnership with you. You've gained more agency over your own reality, and the changes around you reflect that. This card invites you to notice the subtle ways your world is reorganizing itself around who you've become. Everything is remembering that even at the height of creation, the truest power lies in simplicity. The universe doesn't overcomplicate what's already whole. You've arrived in the in-between, the realm of potential where form hasn't yet been decided. Nothing is fully drawn, and that's the gift. You're free to reimagine what comes next. Every version of you, every lesson gathered through contrast has folded back into itself. You're at an integration point of merging timelines. This is sacred authorship earned through dedication and goodness. You've learned that endings are simply arrivals to more beginnings. If you've been asking for closure, everything is your answer. There's nothing to close, only doors to open wider. Trust that the blank space ahead is full of potential. You've earned this neutrality. It's your most powerful creation state. The mirror is transparent now, and divine breath moves through you effortlessly. You are the horizon where light begins. There's much to color in this new landscape. Let curiosity lead you. Go outside and play. I am the space where everything meets. I am the space where everything meets. Okay. This neutrality, right? Going to the sea, kind of almost just being humbled by the way the past year's gone, kind of having the truth of a lot of like situations, like finding the truth, and it might not have been what you wanted it to kind of be, but you found that truth. It's been able to allow you to access like this key energy in your heart that is purifying, but it doesn't come without lack. It doesn't come without, not lack, loss. It doesn't come without loss. It comes with a price, as all things do. And, you know, like for me personally, I think, yeah, like choices can overwhelm me, you know, knowing what the next step is overwhelms me. And sometimes I feel like I get into this headspace where there's just a dragonfly just hovering outside the window. Like, it's crazy. It's just been there for ages. And, you know, that's all about rebirth, new beginnings, transformation, like genuine transformation. But yeah, I just think like we're going into next year and we're like, fuck perfection. Okay? Literally, like, this is going to give us the upper hand. This is a little like secret that I feel like the divine is sharing with us. Stop like putting so much pressure on yourself to be perfect. Treat yourself like you're a kid, you know, like with the way that technology is going, the way that like just life is feeling, and like there's so much pressure and everything's perfect. Like that's why I'm purposefully like trying to just like film off my iPhone, record from my headphones, like have a shitty setup, because this is what like YouTube was when I was a kid. And I feel like, you know, all I really care about is like posting substance. I just feel like every message I'm listening to on YouTube at the moment is just like, it's not like giving me anything. And I feel like I want to tap into this like authenticity and this truth. And I'm hoping that like by, you know, putting that out into the world, like I will be able to find some new creators who are like also doing that, because the past few months I just like haven't felt very inspired by anything being posted. And that's not to say that it doesn't exist, but like I just want something like really authentic, like really just like I'm not like I just want to like speak, and that's like I don't have to have like a whole fucking like $1,000 setup, because it's just like I feel like we block ourselves. Like maybe this resonates for you for like something in your life, or like a job you're trying to complete. Maybe you are a creative or you have a project coming out, but it's like I think doing things simply, like keeping that simplicity that our ancestors got to hold onto, and like releasing so much like all this pressure that we feel to like be perfect cookie cutter people. It's actually kind of giving us this like gateway into just like smoother pathways, like the way that like our ancestors lived, right? Like they were so just like, well, there was so much less stimuli that was oh my gosh, okay, slay, that was like affecting, you know, how our lives were led. And I know someone out there is resonating with this. Like I think we just need to simplify, and we need to like allow the darkness and the shadows to just be around us. Like I feel like personally I haven't had my like joy, like I've got a very like childlike optimism and joy, and I've been working on so many projects, and at the moment I'm just like feeling so defeated. And it's just because I go on the internet and I'm like comparing myself, and you know, it's almost like if it's not perfect, it's like all or nothing. Like I either try and like make everything like perfect and be an absolute perfectionist, but then like nothing's ever going to be released into the world. But that's what the universe is saying here, and your spirit guides are saying, just meet the universe halfway. You don't need to you know, be perfect. You don't need everything to be absolutely perfect. Just start and you're going to be met halfway. The universe is going to meet you halfway. And I really feel that. I really, really feel that for this collective. And we're getting better at saying no. We're getting better at giving less fucks, to be quite honest with you. I don't know. We just want to protect our peace at the moment. Allow your progress to become easier by letting go of control and fear. Trust that you can grow to meet any challenge by allowing your higher self to show you the way. The more you develop your ability to connect with spirit and let go of the ego, the more you can be an inspired guide for others. You are meant to have big dreams and bold visions. Trust that you have what it takes to succeed. You have greater potential than you realize. Challenge yourself to develop beyond the limits of the past. And that's eagle. So maybe you've had some eagle synchronicities recently, but our affirmation here is I reach new heights with courage and grace. So I feel like we're really being encouraged in the new year to embrace simplicity, embrace showing up as we are, and just seeing, like, taking that first step, whether it's applying for a new job, whether it's releasing a project, or taking that first step towards that, whether it's, you know, whatever it is for you, just making one little baby step and really try and be a kid. Really try and pretend that you are like your 8-year-old self who would have kind of just done things because they didn't have all of this like rhetoric in their head from like past experiences and past betrayals and past pains. They were just like, okay, I'll do that, like, and that's kind of the most beautiful creation state to be in, is just trusting that every step of the way you are exactly where you need to be. I just think it releases so much pressure and stress from us, you know, like just really healing all these like these wounds around like perfectionism. I'm really sensing that with this reading. Taking out, like, claiming our power, claiming our space in our communities. It's going to get us out of this like maybe blockage in really like thinking about what we want to create here. I'm sensing a fire sign energy here, action, movement, and also water, fire and water. So embracing that balance, right? And I do feel like as we have the Ace and the Page of Cups, and we have the Ace and the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Emperor and we have the Empress, and we have the Queen of Wands, I'm really sensing this like very powerful presence that you hold. Like you really are holding this beautiful like balance between feminine and masculine, and receiving and doing, and really hold on to that presence and that like just show up exactly as you fucking are and don't apologize for it. Take one step. If it's not right, take a step back and pivot. Just move. Just keep moving forward. You can protect yourself by taking sanctuary in a safe place. This may be an inner place, like somewhere within your heart, or a time of solitude in nature. Give yourself permission to spend as much time as you need in this safe place. Stay there until you are ready to emerge. There is no rush. Healing requires patience. It may seem that your process is taking a long time. You are being reassured that you will emerge according to a natural divine timing, which is the best timing. You do not need to force anything. Trust that your instincts will guide you forward when the time is right. It's a cicada. Timing, protection, emergence. My sense of timing is in harmony with the universe. And we have to remember here that cicadas, like, they can spend up to like 30 years underground before they hatch. And then they only are out of the ground for like, I'm pretty sure it's like a few weeks, right? And they shed their skin as they emerge, and they, like, there's so much like growth that happens underground before they actually emerge. And I don't know why, like, one moment, I'm just gonna see where I get here. Maybe you feel like you've really been behind the scenes, like you feel like you've never really gotten the recognition for everything you've done in the past, and maybe you're like me and you've had to walk away from things that you've really like put your whole heart on the line for, and like you worked so hard for, and then it's just like, you know, it didn't work out, or it was stolen from you, and you feel like you never really got like the validation, or like the like what you deserved from like the gifts and the blessings that came from that. And so you kind of feel like you're at a square one. And you know what? Surrender. Just trust that it's right. Like, we have to, right? And I think it's kind of in a way more freeing to be in this yin energy, like where we're just like constantly in this state of rebirth and like new opportunities and starting fresh. Like, maybe where you were gonna be was just gonna keep you in a cycle, right? That you didn't need with yourself. Because like at the end of the day, and like sometimes like this kind of depresses me, but sometimes it really motivates me. It's like we are literally all just projections of each other. Like at the baseline of everything, it's just God, right? Like we're literally all just like reflections of all there is. And so like people and situations, like at the baseline, we are literally just us and us. Just like if you're embodying your identity right now, just remember that like every person and every like job and every situation is literally just you. Like we're all one. And like what is coming through right now? Detachment. Detaching from the outcome. Time alone, so that we can finally bring in the versions of our reflections that we actually want, right? Not just like trusting that like more shit's gonna come in, more betrayal, more pain. Trusting that actually like if we can heal our internal space, that our external space is going to finally reflect that. Taking accountability for who is in your circle, who is in your community, who is in your life. Taking accountability for the things that have happened to you, and just saying like, yes, like that is not necessarily anyone's fault. Perhaps it was a lesson I had to learn, and perhaps I need to just like forgive and forget for my own sake, so that I can start manifesting better relationships into my life. You are safe. There is a divine plan for you, for this collective. One step in front of the other. It's really giving that right now. And take as much time as you can at the moment to just declutter your house. If you've gotten this synchronicity recently, like this message recently, definitely act on it today, even if it's one piece of clothing or one pen in a drawer. Start getting rid of some old stuff. My cards are very sticky today. I'm definitely sensing there's this like clearing that must happen. Just rearrange some furniture, or go for a different walk, or like a different route, or have a cold shower, or like drink some salted water. Just cleanse your body somehow today, and really try and focus on any thoughts that are just like not in alignment with how you would talk to your inner child. And I feel like as we are able to release that and start walking forward with a cleansed energy, I just saw a white butterfly out the window, we're going to get this burst of motivation and inspiration and this yang energy and this masculine energy. You are divinely protected, you are loved, and everything is working out one step at a time. I hope this was helpful. I'm just going to get a number for you today. You. It's definitely a you day. I hope that you got something out of this. I think it would be great to like maybe journal about whatever came through just then for you, because it's a you day. Do something nice for yourself. Give yourself a hug. It's going to be good. Let me know if it resonated and if I should do more of these in the future. I really want to, so, you know, might not be the prettiest, but maybe you can just like, I don't know, I like listening to these when I'm like cleaning and stuff, not necessarily like sitting there watching them. So that's the thing, like no perfectionism, right? Just doing it, right? Yang. Okay, lots of love. Hope you have a really beautiful day and see you next time.